Hello, bros. While looking for this book, look out Whitey Black Powers Gon' Get Your Mama by Julius Lester, the same author of the Black Folktales book that I'm going to read starting tomorrow. I found this book sitting right next to it on my shelf and forgotten that I had it, which is Black No More. A Negro doctor discovers how to turn black skin white. All the blacks in America turn white, whiter than white. So the whites have to turn off-white to show they rank those damn white. By George S. Schuyler. Lest anyone think that this is some kind of like racist book. It was written by George S. Schuyler in 1931. It was part of the Harlem, I think, Renaissance writing, and according to Wikipedia, Schuyler was originally a socialist, but he grew to become a conservative black man. And this book, which is pretty marked up by somebody, is a critique on both white and black, from the Ku Klux Klan to the NAACP. It's more or less a science fiction book. The first science fiction book by a black author, at least in America. I'm sure there was some other writer who wrote something that would be considered science fiction. This book is dedicated to all the Caucasians in the Great Republic who can trace their ancestry back 10 generations and confidently assert that there are no black leaves, twigs, limbs, or branches on their family trees. Copyright 1931 by the Macaulay Company. This is a 1971 edition. African American Library General Editor Charles R. Larson. Just shows you some books. I really like this cover. It's great. Yeah, I'd forgotten all about this book. Don't remember where I bought this. Let's see what the preface is. The preface looks pretty long. Introduction. I'll probably save those for... I'll read the preface. I think I'll just read the back cover and then read a couple of reviews on Goodreads. Meet Max Fisher, formerly Disher, whiter than white, formerly black, wily but no longer woolly, savior of oppressed white society. There is panic in the streets of Harlem. Fear is in the air, but tenuous hope rides high as the unbelievable news is heard. Dr. Junius Crookman, brown and brilliant, has discovered a process to turn black skin white. Forever? Enterprising rascal Max Disher is among the first to join the new wave, emerging with pork-colored skin, blonde hair, a new name, and grand designs for the future. Heading south in search of the woman of his dreams, the daughter of the founder of the clannish Knights of Nordica, Max quickly rises to the top. As the power behind the Knights, almost, nothing can stop him now as he wages cunning war against those damn white in the funniest no-holds-barred turnaround since the new whiter-than-white Negro made black look beautiful to the cream of Caucasian society. Black No More is coruscating satire with a Voltairean touch, and the kind of double-edged irony from which no one emerges unscathed, with an introduction by Charles R. Larson. And I will turn off this. Oh, that's the light from the... It's light from my light, or the glare from my light. Let's get a couple of reviews, see what some people say about it. Cricket, or CRCKT, says, "This motherfucker made me laugh out loud. Schuyler was actually a rather conservative African-American, writing at the same time the Harlem Renaissance was occurring, which as a result rather shocked me that I would be able to relate so well to his views. The premise is that a black doctor, Red, mad scientist, has developed a method to artificially give his subjects vitiligo, I can't remember how it's pronounced, vitiligo, the disease that Michael Jackson claims to have that causes the pigment to fade from one's skin. As a result, there is a mad rush of black folks turning white. White supremacists don't know who to trust, and basically all racial hell breaks loose. I liked it, and I don't even really read fiction. Me neither, really. Let's see if we can find something else. One that isn't too long. George Schuyler was ahead of his time when he wrote this novel. He essentially argues what we know today, that race is a social construct. Black No More starts off as a story about one black man who wants to be white but morphs into a larger story about what whiteness becomes when there is no blackness. I especially enjoyed the social commentary Schuyler addresses when he calls out the different social leaders in the black and white communities, some of whom are based on real people from the time. This classic novel does not read like your typical dry classic novel from the time. It's accessible and really good. It translates even today, minus the dated references. A funny, thought-provoking book about race that I believe is still relevant in this current moment 93 years later. Well, 94 now, since it's 2025. I wonder if there's an affordable first edition somewhere. I could give this novel 10 stars. Please don't have it 7 paragraphs. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. I want something concise. That one's too long. There's Reggie. In a capitalistic economy, an underclass will always be created some way, somehow. Schuyler was well aware of this in 1931, which speaks directly to all the reviewers mentioning this novel's painful relevance. A wonderfully satiric and clever intro for me into the game-changing world of Harlem Renaissance literature. And we'll get one more if we can find a short one. This one's long as hell. Lots of interesting ideas. The Artisan Geek. Lots of interesting. Looking forward to discussing and reading this book with my book squad. Okay, that has nothing to do with it. This one started off pretty interesting, but it obviously goes for a whole page. This is longer than the damn introduction of the book. All right, I'll just read the first paragraph or two. Here's a fantastic, brain-spinning, cringe-making, you can't say that satire from 1931, which would be a perfect addition to any Black Lives Matter reading list in order to show that in the right hands, a broad comedy about racism in the USA is not only possible, but is a very welcome place to rest and recuperate for a moment or two, and look at the whole problem again from the strangest perspective. George Schuyler has the highest of high concepts. A black doctor invents a process to turn black Americans white. It's cheap and available to all. Got that? Now let the uneasy laughter begin. The process is available at the various clinics operated by Black No More Incorporated, and it's immediately wildly popular. Our author dryly comments, and I'm just going to stop there because I really would like to be surprised by this book. And that's why I don't really like reading the synopsis of a book that I'm going to read. And as you can see, this is the same cover as mine, which, if I can get to it, I don't know why the hell it's not going up. Why can't I just see the book? Please. Please, somebody, help me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a great cover. What's the name of that American Gothic, that one painting? I don't know why I can't do this. All right, want to read. Not only do I want to read, I will be reading it soon. All right, that's all. Be prepared for this one. And this one. That's all. Goodbye.